Hey, good morning, Vineyard. I hope that you are well. I am in Denver this week at a meeting with Vineyard leaders from across the country. Now, today down here, it's supposed to be 80 degrees and sunny. I haven't checked the Billings weather yet, but I'm sure it's just as beautiful up there as it is down here. Now before we get down to business, I want to give you some reminders and some of the broad strokes for what's coming down the pike for summertime at the Vineyard. Now, we're right now wrapping up our winter and spring small groups, and we're looking towards the summer to plan our groups and also plan the leaders for those groups. Now, our small groups cover the gamut from sharing activities together, like living in Montana and all the awesomeness that is, living life together, learning and growing about Jesus together, and recovering from grief, addiction, and trauma together. If you have an idea for a group or if you'd like to lead one, we need those ideas by April 30th. So you can either fill out a Connect card this Sunday or send an email to info@billingsvineyard.org. Now, in addition to summer small groups, we're looking forward to Vacation Bible School in June. We're looking forward to the second annual Cornhole Tournament where we're going to crown or perhaps recrown the title of Great Cornholio. Also, we're looking forward to the back to school drive that we do towards the end of the summer. All the other family events also that we have in the summertime. As the snow melts, I am getting excited for what summer looks like with the Vineyard family. Now, the key to this, though, is that word together. And this is something that flows straight out of the reality that we find ourselves in after the resurrection, now that He is risen. Following Jesus means that we're abandoning the individual mindset of our culture and we're stepping into a life lived together as the family of God. Now, we often talk about that, especially in the week after Easter, we talk about Matthew 28, verse 18, being the mission of the church. This call to go into the world, tell people the greatest story ever told, and to become disciples of Jesus together. But there's an important statement at the end of that passage, the end of that great commission, that can sometimes get lost when we use it just to drive our activities. When we look at it just to drive our activities, sometimes we can miss the activity of God. So this passage closes with this, and be sure of this, I'm with you always, even to the end of the age. In Eugene Peterson's paraphrase, he captures it this way: I'll be with you as you do this day after day after day, right up to the end of the age. Now, I'm praying over this passage as we're in that post-Easter time, that the time after the celebration, that the what now time, the what's next time together. The inbreaking of the kingdom of God that we just celebrated together beckons us to take all of what we did to mark what Jesus did and reflect on that what now. We're not called to behave, we know that. We're not called to perform, we're not called to achieve. We're called to believe, to have faith, and to respond with and through that faith. But how do we do that? Now, I know some of you have answered that question a long time ago, and some of us, I know, also are new to even considering it. But either way, this is something that we wrestle with as we see the mission of God presented to us. How do we activate and stay active in this faith? So for this week, let's start here. Spend some time reflecting, thinking, and praying about this. God is with us always to the end of the age. Day after day after day, Jesus is with us. What does that mean to us right now as a family of God? What does it mean as the Vineyard family? As you drive to work, as you go through the tasks of the day, ask God what this looks like. In addition to like the daily activity, thinking it through stuff, also find some time to sit with that passage, let it roll through your mind, and ask God to help us experience His presence now, always, to the end of the age. It's from this place, the place of the presence of God, that will allow us to walk in faith together, that we are the beloved of God, and His kingdom, though not yet, is now. So, Vineyard, I'm praying for you. Please pray for me. I'll be back under the big sky and look forward to seeing you on Sunday.